Guys, could you talk about both the highs of it and kind of the lows, and how much the lows really matter in the grand scheme?
Yeah, well, it was a great quarter. It was an emotional quarter. We didn't have much fire at all in the first half, and we weren't very competitive, and we weren't very smart. I think we had 12 turnovers, and so we talked at halftime about coming out and playing with a little more urgency, and the guys really did. I mean, they got after it. They were being really aggressive, and obviously got a little testy there, and there were some technical fouls called. But it's what we needed. We needed to stir things up and get ourselves going.
That Draymond clearly did, fire you guys up, but he seemed to pretty clearly yell at you. What was going on right there, and what was kind of that about?
We had a talk today about the officiating and how how we're going to approach the officials, and I told him, I said, let's see if we can take a different tack, myself included. Let's lay off these guys. I want Draymond to go right up to the edge and not cross it, and that's asking a lot because it's he plays right on that edge all the time. That's why he's so great. That's why he is who he is. We need that from him. And I think he was being very calm all game, and it was building because he was frustrated. He wasn't having a good game. The calls weren't going his way, and so he still got a tech. I didn't think he deserved a tech, but he was walking away from the ref and gave a tech, and I think he was frustrated because Draymond was frustrated because he got the technical while walking away, and so he came up to me basically like, is this how you want me to act? I'm still going to get a tech anyway, and I mean, it was emotional and it was fiery, but it was Draymond, and we laughed about it afterwards. He was it's just the way he is, the way the game goes. He's going to be fiery. It's fine.
This matchup brings out a lot of emotions a lot of times, but you guys have now won 10 in a row against the Clippers. Can it be a rivalry, even with that kind of lopsided, with one team winning that many times?
Well, we're on a good run against them, obviously. They've been without Chris Paul for many of those 10. I would say probably 4 or 5 of those games they've been without Chris, and that changes everything. But we've generally played well against them because they're a rival, if that makes sense. They beat us in the playoffs a few years ago, and it's a team that we respect, and we want to beat them. So they tend to bring the best out of us, and we've had a good run against them.
Steve, even for Steph's standards, that's the third 17 points and 337 was pretty fun to watch, I'm sure. Amaze you?
Yeah. I felt like the All-Star break was great for Steph and Clay as well. They needed to get their legs back underneath them a little bit, and the time off I think helped. And Q told me before the game that both guys looked really sharp and bouncy in warm-ups. That's kind of what happens after the All-Star break. Guys just really start to get their bounce back and feel pretty good about everything. And I thought both guys showed that time.
Steve, what do you think of what you got from Zaza tonight?
Zaza was tremendous. He and David both made huge impacts on the game, and I loved Zaza's physicality, boxing out, keeping a body on people. We missed that. He had 4 block shots, which career high. Career high? That's embarrassing. I can't wait to get on him about that. He's 7 feet tall. He's been in the league for how long?
Only about 12 or 13 years.
I wonder what my career high is.
-1, I think.
1? I think probably. No, he was great, and we need that. We need that physicality, and especially against a big front line like the Clippers have. And then I thought David came in and gave us a huge lift as well. So really nice to have both of them back.
That it? Great.